Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Thursday. It is a new day. We are on the cusp of the weekend. G is here with me. The conversations.
The stuff we've already talked about in 15 minutes. Forget it.
God. Happy Thursday, buddy, and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for my cappuccino this morning.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that so much. I have to, first of all, you have the Aired Out podcast from Fly on the Wall Productions, North Main Street, Barrie. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Thanks for sharing your time with us. And if you're sharing your ears with us only, if you're listening, that's wonderful. If you're sharing your eyes with us this morning, you got G.
I do, yeah.
Who loves to wear blue, and
it matches the shorts. That's
I might
why.
even say, just a pinch. You know, this is not, I'm not insulting you or anything because you brought me cappuccino this morning, but a little boring.
A little boring
A little boring.
in the shirt.
Look at me.
Yeah, you look at you.
Have you noticed, by the way?
Yeah.
No. Take a deeper look.
I know. Isn't that, is that Lily? Yeah.
That's Lily
Yeah.
right there.
And Shirley on your arm.
Where's Shirley?
She's on your arm.
Hold on. There she. Damn it.
Nobody can see it.
There she is.
There
right
she
there.
is, right there. Yeah.
It's
Where
my
am
fun.
I? Where am I?
You're not part of it.
Tuh.
You're not. This is.
I'm going to make a shirt for you with my butt mooning you.
You can.
I know. You'd wear it, too.
Probably. Sadly.
Proudly.
I want to say happy birthday this morning to Lisa, Bernard, Stephen Martin, Janet Chappelle, or is it Chapel? Jess Hebert, Caitlin Joy,
Starts.
and Levi Beach, all on the birthday list
Oh, dear goodness.
today. I know.
How's the weather?
The weather, just below 70 right now, and it's only going to get a little bit warmer, G. Can you believe it? Might not even make it to 80.
I
Today.
loved the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Jed was complaining. He goes, today. I went outside. I took the dog for a walk, and people are like, oh, my God, you took the dog in that weather? Yeah. I have a container that opens up as a water bowl.
Okay.
And as I'm walking Figs, when he starts to pant, I stop, I open the bowl, he drinks, and then I close it, and we keep walking. When we get to shade, he lays down, and I wait while he catches his breath. But yes, I took him out for the last few days, and I love the warm weather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
Which is the question then bodes, why am I in Vermont? Because you don't get this in Vermont often.
Well, you do get warm weather in Vermont for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, that's summer.
Yeah.
People-
Four if you're lucky.
Yeah, people said to me, my God, you've got heat going on. I said, yeah, well, in 2 days, we'll be back to the fall.
Yeah, right.
And we are. It's cooling down.
You know what? Not joking. Sitting yesterday in the Lily and I had so much fun. We were in the river yesterday. We were floating. We got a couple of tubes out. We were drifting down the river in the backyard and just having a great time until she slipped and fell and skinned her leg.
Ugh.
Then it was over fast.
Right.
But we're in Sherilyn's down there. We're all sitting in our chairs and we're just having a wonderful afternoon. I mean, it was just so beautiful. I look up. There's a leaf changing colors.
Yeah. Welcome to Vermont.
It's 91 degrees. Why are you changing colors right now?
Because it was
Stop
cooler
it.
a couple of days ago.
You need to be green right now, not orange.
You need to
the
be green.
hell is going on?
Did you talk to the leaf? You yelled at
I
it?
was pissed.
Did you go to the tree and straighten it out?
I said to Sherilyn, I'm like, what is this? Why is that changing colors? We have a heat index of 110. What's going on here?
No, feels like.
Oh, feels, yeah, well, that's the heat index, isn't it?
You know.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a stupid thing. Feels like.
It
feels
either
like.
is or
It isn't.
Well, you factor.
Come on, people.
Yeah, but if you factor in the humidity and the dew point and the saturation rate and the barometric horseshit and all that stuff, then
Wow,
it's,
you took that way too
I know
far
I
for
did.
me.
I did.
Way too far.
So yeah, might not even make it to 80 today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. What you're feeling right now is pretty much what you're going to get, which I don't think anyone is complaining about.
Which my little baby's going to be happy when we go for a walk. He won't be quite as hot this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But I bring the water anyway.
Tonight, cloudy but clearing late, 55. That's kind of an improvement. This I think it was supposed to rain today, and it might still, but I'm not seeing any word of it. I'm just seeing tonight cloudy and clearing late.
Yeah.
55.
No, the rain starts tomorrow through, guess when? Saturday.
Well, I was going to talk about that. I was going to.
We had one weekend of sun. People, get over it.
We did.
And now it's back to rain.
We had one weekend out of
What was it,
26, 27?
Yeah, 26.
A Saturday where the sun was actually shining.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it's back to it's going to be 27 now except for one weekend.
Tomorrow, clouds and sun, low to mid 70s, and then so tomorrow's kind of an improvement, I think.
Yeah, but tomorrow night's going to start the rain.
Right. And then Saturday, rain all day, thunderstorms also, 70 degrees for the high. Sunday, the better of the two, cloudy and 80.
Meanwhile, my out-of-town guests that are coming in,
Yeah.
we're planning on going to Stowe to the Balloon Festival
Sure.
on Saturday.
On Saturday,
Because I think
yes.
it starts at 5 p.m.
Yes.
And, yeah, disappointment for them.
It's constant disappointment
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Yeah.
Can't do this, can't do that because of the rain.
Right.
Oh.
Right. No, I know. I know.
We're starting out complaining this morning.
And
Summertime.
yet we haven't begun.
The hot weather and everything. I want to, and we'll make this the Facebook question of the day. And I want to ask you, where's your favorite creamy? Please don't tell me you don't eat creamies, because if you don't,
I don't eat creamies because I'm dairy intolerant.
okay, that's
It's a medical thing.
a pass.
Yes. Jed doesn't eat creamies, and he's not dairy intolerant, so let's pick on him.
Please, let's pick it because he doesn't do the sweets.
Yeah, but the creamy isn't a sweet. It's a cooling, soothing, delicate enjoyment.
What
Come
about
on.
what about non-dairy creamies? They have those things.
They don't taste right.
Okay. If you weren't lactose intolerant and all the other things,
I would go to Pump and Pantry, or I would go to the place right up on Hill Street and Windywood Cobble Hill.
Yes.
That corner store there. They made really nice creamies.
yeah.
I used to take the grandkids there in the
When you
summer.
say pump and pantry, you mean legendary creamy.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
down by Pump and Pantry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to get testicle? Get testicle.
All right. What about the dairy cream down there in Montpelier there
No.
in Route 2? No.
No. If I'm going to make the trip, I'll go to Pump. But I mean, I've had creamies, and I like the one at Pump and Pantry. Unfortunately, I have it when I know that I'm going to suffer later, but sometimes it's worth the suffer.
Yep.
Like when I make my cheesecakes, it's worth having a slice. I'm going to be in the bathroom, and I'm going to be cramping all night, but
Yeah.
it's kind of worth it.
Like pain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a painful pleasure. It's like I'll eat it, and people are like, you can't have that. Like my guests that are coming up this weekend. She's coming from New York, and she's bringing me cannolis and different pastries. You're damn right I'm going to eat a New York cannoli.
All right.
Okay? However, later, clear the path because I'm going in.
All right. Is there gas associated with
Everything.
this too? Everything.
But unlike a lot of people, and let's talk about that for a second. A lot of people, they'll be sitting there in the living room, and all of a sudden, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Me, if I feel it coming, I either go outside, if it's a nice day, or I go to the bathroom and sit down and let it rip. Why you got to let it rip and then stink up the whole living room, and you think it's funny?
Yeah.
It's not. It's disgusting.
Have you been to Silhouette
No.
Farm?
Nope.
Oh, my God. Over in Randolph, I think.
No, I haven't.
Silhouette is a creamy that I don't. I'm not sure if I've ever had. I mean, I love the Moore's Farm. Bragg Farm is great too. Simon's is so convenient and right here, and that's very good too. I think that's a Hood product though. But Silhouette, unbelievable, and they put the maple dusting there on the creamy.
Yeah, we're not
Oh.
huge maple fans. We're not. Sorry. Like Jed and I, if we want syrup on our pancakes, we go get Aunt Jemima because the pure syrup is just not for us. It's just not. We don't enjoy it. We like syrup to a certain degree, but just not the pure sap syrup.
Becky's texting me right now. Says, "What the hell are you doing with this guy?"
With me?
Yeah,
Becky, I'm sorry. I don't like it.
she didn't really write that.
Oh, I was going to say, because I
I'm
was
just-
going to say, Becky, aren't there things you don't like?
I'm just, causing problems this morning.
Oh, I've got to burn my ass.
Do you? Because I have one too.
Oh, yeah. I've got one.
Let me get my burn my ass music queued up.
Okay.
While we're doing that,
And don't forget, I have a list of things I want to talk about today. Oh, yeah, it's on my phone.
okay,
A list.
all right. I want to chip away at that list, but I want to just set something straight here.
Go ahead.
I had someone ask me last night, what's going on with you and Potter's Angels and having the dog lick all the dog food
Yeah,
off.
did you do that yet?
I didn't because, and I know, people, oh, here we go. There's Chuck. Here we go with the excuse. Because they reached out to me and had kind of an emergency situation. So that has been postponed.
Why? All you have to do is do it on your, what do you call it, and then just show it.
No, the plan was for me to go over to Potter's Angels and have them smear a bunch of wet dog food on my face
Right.
and then have a dog lick it off.
Right. Well, you
Because-
still have to eat it, too, because they met that goal.
Okay, there are two things here. There's licking it off the face,
Yep.
and then there's eating it.
Correct.
And I didn't know that they had met the goals.
Oh, they met the goal.
All right, so I have to eat it
You have
too.
to eat the Alpo, and you have to feed the dog off your face.
All right, let me tell you though.
Yeah.
If I do, it's gonna be one spoonful, not two.
It'll
I'm
be
doing-
whatever it is.
No, it'll be one spoonful. Gee.
One huge spoon. Yeah. Serving spoon.
Teaspoon
Serving spoon.
or tablespoon?
Serving spoon.
What's a serving spoon? Is that? I
It's
I
one
think
of those
a serving
big
spoon is-
spoons that you serve
No,
food with.
a serving spoon is a teaspoon.
No, it's not. In what generation did you grow up? Don't worry, I'll be there. Tracy
No,
and I'll
please
be there to make sure that it's done right.
Please don't be there.
Oh, I will, with tons of pictures.
Red Sox 5-2 win over the Angels last night. Yankees get a 7-1 win over the Reds. Racing, today's Thursday.
Oh, God.
Time has come. I know you're not a big.
I'm not a redneck.
Wait, whoa, hang on a second now. Now you've really pissed off Becky.
I don't care.
Easy does it now. This is a big.
I'm a city slicker. I'm from New York. I'm from Manhattan. I am not from bumfuck Egypt.
You have the nation's site of excitement right in your backyard.
Ugh.
Every Thursday night.
Yeah, I
racing
get
at
to
Thunder
hear
Road.
it from my house.
All four divisions are going to be packing the track tonight, buddy.
Ooh.
The weather's going to be
Ooh,
perfect.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it.
Becky's out. Now look at what
What'd you say?
she's like. Wow, what?
Oh, Becky, I can't please everybody, all right?
The
I
kids,
still love when she's listening, though.
the kids' rides start at 3:30 this afternoon, so the kids get to ride around in the cars too. So it's going to be. I think it's fantastic, buddy.
That's great. I'd rather be shopping.
You really are.
Yeah. I'm taking your wife shopping on Monday.
I heard about that.
She and I are going to spend a day. We have like 2 different places to go. Plus, we're going to stop for cappuccino and maybe something to nosh on. And so, yeah, we're gonna be gone a lot of the day.
Okay.
And we're taking Lily with us, if Lily wants to go. Otherwise, she's with you all day.
If Lily's dad allows her to go.
Oh no, that's. I think if Sherilyn says Lily's going, you lose.
Well,
what?
What burns your ass?
What burns my ass is when you know somebody well enough and when you tell them something, they always correct it. Or they always have a comment about it. You send them something, they're like, oh yeah, I like that, but I really like this better. Or you say, I want to plan such and such. Yeah, I think you should do this instead. It's like every time you say something, that person constantly agrees with you but then corrects you. That burns my ass. It pisses me off because I'm like, why am I even saying anything to you?
Good
You know
morning.
what I mean?
Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Joe.
But why are you changing the subject? You asked me a question and I gave you an answer. You know what I'm saying?
Because are you talking about me? Do I do this to you?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about people in general. It's like if you ask me,
Uh-huh.
hey, what are you doing? Well, I think I'm going to move this couch over there because I like it over there. And then they say, yeah, no, I hear you, but wouldn't it be better if and I say, well, let me tell you my thought process. And I tell them. Right. And then I tell them my entire thought process of why I'm doing it. And then they say, no, I hear you. I still think that if you do first of all, my fucking couch, my fucking house,
Right.
and you're sitting there telling me what I should do. And I appreciate your opinion, but then I say to you, I hear you, but I really would like to do this. I've thought it out. I've strategized. I've measured. Yeah, but I don't like the fact that it's going to be. Who cares what you like? And no matter what you say, they keep correcting it. No matter what. I love my car because it does bump. Yeah, I don't like that feature in a car. It makes me nervous. I didn't ask you if you liked it. I told you that I liked it. Or I say, you know what? My next car is probably going to be an Escalade because I love the Cadillac Escalade. Yeah, no, that's a gas guzzle. And look at the price of it. For that price, you could do. Fuck you! There, I've got my fucks out.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Good.
Have
You
a
know
sip.
why I'm good?
Yeah. Why are you good? What-
Number 8.
Does that say 8 on there?
8. Number 8, baby. It's my second one.
Lord have mercy. Was
Hey,
that
Crystal, how are you? I appreciate the kind things you say. I was looking back and I saw you had marked something about that you love watching the show when I'm here. So thank you.
I got a message from Ron in Worcester
Uh-oh.
that says, JD, please feature this, what burns my ass. It says, roundabouts are statistically supposed to be much safer than four-way stops. However, I don't think everyone yet understands how they work,
They don't.
and that uncertainty makes it more dangerous.
Yeah.
I pulled up to a roundabout as 8 cars from my left kept filing in while I waited to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can relate to this.
Yeah.
I believe it's like merging, and you should alternate when cars enter. But no, this line of cars went down the street much further than the roundabout entrance kept on coming.
Well, I'm going to disagree with him there.
Sherilyn says that the other drivers were right to keep going one after the other.
I'm
And
100% behind her because
I disagree.
No, you don't have to disagree. This is not a give and take back and
I
forth.
have
The
a damn
whole
right to
purpose-
disagree.
The whole purpose of a roundabout, the whole purpose of the roundabout is it's like making a right when you're at a stop sign, okay? If there's cars coming that don't have a stop sign, you've got to wait until all those cars go by because you have the stop sign. At a roundabout, When you get to that and you're ready to enter, you have to wait for all the cars to go by until it's free for you to enter. You're entering a lane, so you don't have the right of way.
Yeah,
And that's the problem with people on roundabouts. They don't understand, like an old lady who, when there's no cars coming, comes to a stop at the roundabout. It's not about that. You're entering a lane. You must wait until all the cars that are lined up and have the right of way go, then you enter. That's what a roundabout is, and that's why people keep getting confused. This is not a give and take. This is you're entering the roundabout, so you can only enter it when it's clear. Sherilyn, back me up on this one because it's fact. Go to DMV and do your research.
So
Bam.
do you believe you should yield for the next car in the rotation to enter the roundabout?
You should yield when there's cars coming to your left. You have to yield because you're not in the roundabout. They're going through the roundabout. They don't stop because that stops the whole roundabout. The whole purpose of a roundabout is when there's a line of cars, they all go. You clean out the line, and then you go. What?
Just you. Just you.
Shirley, am I right? Am I right? Not Shirley, Shirley. Shirley Sherilyn.
Yeah.
That's the other day. Also, I saw that when Shirley was commenting about something that I said to Shirley, and she thought I was talking to her. Shirley. From now on, I'll say Shirley Sherilyn, so you know I'm not talking to you, although I really love your comments, Shirley. Shirley.
Shirley's not on this morning.
Well, then Shirley doesn't have to worry
Well,
about
is
it.
she? Crystal's saying that I don't have a right to disagree with you.
You don't. You don't. Because the things that come out of your mouth sometimes are blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what were you talking about? Did you think that through, JD? No, I just let it come out. Okay?
Now we've got two people saying that G is right.
I know. Well, I know I'm right.
Becky says G is right.
Yes.
Jed Forbes says G is correct.
Yes.
It's not a four-way.
No, it's not.
Who the hell is this Jed guy? Where's he coming from?
Oh, he burned my butt this morning, so I'm not talking about Jed. But I do
Wow.
want to talk about
Yeah.
a
Well,
couple of things.
but I have something that, can I just close
Sure,
out with
you can get it out.
just one thing that burns my ass, and
Yes.
it burns it really good. Really good.
And I apologize, people, for cursing earlier, but
Yeah.
I got started this morning before I got here, so I was pretty hyped up.
Smoking
Oh, yes.
at Boulder Beach.
Yeah. Horrifying. Horrifying. It's a shame that you and your family had to endure such stupidity.
Are you being a smartass right now?
No, I'm being serious. Very disrespectful on so many levels.
We're at Boulder Beach.
Right.
It's 500 degrees outside.
Okay, a little exaggerated. Here's that.
Not exaggerating. Not exaggerating.
Okay.
It's a beautiful sunny day.
Muggy,
Muggy.
but sunny and beautiful and clear.
Blue skies.
Yeah.
People everywhere.
Family time. Yeah.
Smoke.
Yeah. Horrible.
If it's the smell of the smoke of burgers or hot dogs cooking, that's fine.
Right. That's a healthy, enjoyable smell.
Cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Gee.
I know. Horrible. You know I would have said something.
I felt like getting out of my chair, which would have taken me about 15 minutes,
Right.
and scream from the top of my lungs. Who's smoking?
Yep. Yep. Why? Yeah.
Am I a smoker?
No.
I'm not. Do I understand? When you got to have a cigarette, you got to have a cigarette.
Absolutely.
I don't understand that because I'm not a smoker.
Right.
Okay? So,
And if you're addicted to it, great. But when you're in a family setting like that, where
Go.
everybody's out there enjoying the weather, enjoying the water, enjoying family time, if
Go to
you
the
need
parking lot.
yeah, you need to smoke, go away. Don't be in that crowd. Horrible.
What do you got? What's your list? See, this is concerning to me, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when we were together, you started making this list.
Yeah.
And I knew what was on the list.
And now you don't.
And now, because I've got so many other things to think about, I have forgotten what's on your list. And I'm, frankly, very nervous right now.
Well, first of all, we went over to your house, Jed and I, to have a lovely dinner that Sherilyn made.
How was it?
It was spectacular.
How's that bread?
That bread was wonderful. And she promised me she'd send me the recipe for both the soup and the bread. And did she? Nope.
You know why? Because you haven't sent over your recipe for your homemade spaghetti sauce that comes from Sicily.
That's never going to happen.
Once you get your shit together
No.
and send that to us,
Never
then
going to
we'll send
happen.
you.
Listen, I give you free
Oh,
jars.
What a look!
I give you free jars of sauce every time you need one.
What a hypocrite you are! Oh, can I have your recipe? But you can't have my recipe.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, so we're visiting, and here's the first thing on the list. You
Yeah.
ready?
I'm ready.
You took me to your man cave. Dear God in heaven, please, Lord, teach him the difference between a man cave and a man slop.
I'm gonna just have to take this. Aren't
I walked into this man cave, which was like dangerous to walk into. Forget walking out of it.
Wait a minute. The shop or the man cave
The
upstairs?
man cave up
Okay.
above.
All right.
I walked in there. There was about 1 foot by 1 foot of clear space
Maybe.
to stand in with crap everywhere, all the way up to the ceiling. Cobwebs, stuff. Oh, my God. More junk than any hoarder would have. And you said, this is my man cave. And I said, okay. And you said, when I clear this out, I'm putting a couch here. I'm putting a this there. And I said, well, how long has it been like this? You said for years. And I'm like,
20.
I said, this isn't a man cave. It's a man hell.
Gee,
There was no place to walk.
I know where
Everything is. I know. You told me that. And you even said, look, G, if you want a snowboard or
Surf.
surfboard, it's right here. Well, yeah, that's the only thing you could see in the man cave. Everything else was covered by boxes and garbage and this and horrible. Horrible. We're going to pick a day
Oh, no, we're not.
that isn't overheated, and we're going to go up there together, and we're going to clear out the man cave. It's going to be a one-day, all-day
Do the
event.
clear out again, because I want to make sure the camera's on.
Clear out the man cave. I'm going to need shovels. I'm going to need bulldozers, but it's going to go.
Did you complain about my man cave to Sherilyn?
Of course I did.
Okay. What was her reaction?
Oh, Jesus. That's what she was like. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. It's like hell up there. And then coming down the stairs, the most dangerous. You even said as I was getting ready to approach the stairs, gee, are you okay? Are you all right? Do you want me to hold you? Because it's like coming down almost vertically, okay, with like these little narrow steps. No, we're going to redo all that until it looks pretty.
Did Sherilyn complain to you about the propeller?
What propeller?
I got a huge brass boat propeller up there in the man cave.
Why?
Because it's a decorative piece.
Stop it. What are you decorating? The floor?
I'm going someday to make a lamp out of it.
Someday.
I'm going to make a lamp out of it.
All right. Well, hopefully you do it before you die. Then let's talk about the barn floor.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
He says to me, gee, I want to show you something. Come here.
I hope OSHA's not listening this
So
morning.
I go, and as I'm walking, he goes, up, look down, be careful.
Be careful.
Big hole in the
Huge.
middle of the fucking floor.
Right.
not off to the side, right in the middle. So if you're going over to that bench, which we won't even talk about those shelves because they're so cluttered, you don't even know if there's shelves under there.
Yeah.
On your way there, big hole like this, people, that you could literally step in, break a leg. Yeah. What's up with that? One piece of wood is all you need to make it safe.
Can I just tell you something?
And I fear for your daughter's life because if she falls in the hole, she's going all the way down.
I fell in the hole.
See?
One time.
See?
I think if I fall in it twice, I'll fix it. But
I'm going to push you in there.
I fell in the hole one time. One leg, right in the hole. And within a fraction of a second, I was down.
Yeah.
Like right there. Nads on the floor. I mean,
and
you
didn't learn your
right
lesson?
there.
And you didn't learn your lesson?
I was in a rush. I had forgotten that the hole was there.
How do you forget it? It's bigger than anything.
What's next on your list?
Allow me.
I'm gonna fix the hole, and I'm gonna go live on Facebook when I do.
Yeah.
To burn
people,
your ass.
in other words, people, you'll never see it. And then Sherilyn and I have got a nickname for you.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Because you're looking to get this smaller vehicle.
Oh yeah.
And you're a small guy, so we now say that the Tonka toy you want to buy is also you. So we call you now TT for Tonka toy.
Oh, my God.
Because you're going to be driving a Tonka toy.
Oh, God.
Like my husband.
Here we go.
You and my husband are both going to have Tonka toys. Okay? So your new nickname is TT Tonka Toys.
All right. That's
and then let's talk about... Oh, yeah, this one's funny. How do I put this?
You literally have notes on your phone.
The armpit earplugs.
Oh, God.
The armpit earplugs. Would you like to tell that story?
I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, bull. 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 Because Sherilyn told me about the time that you put these waxy earplugs in at bedtime.
What?
Yeah, and you put them in your ears so that you didn't have to hear anything.
What are you talking about?
And when you got up in the morning, they were gone. They were in your armpit hairs. They fell out and they squished into your armpit hairs, and you had armpit earplugs.
Will you stop making shit up?
No, I'm not, Sherilyn. I need you to call in, Sherilyn. Sherilyn, please call in. Please, please, please call in.
She doesn't know my phone number.
Armpit earplugs. Only you would have that. And I need Sherilyn to call it in to validate what I'm saying because JD is denying it completely. So I need that call in. Please, Sherilyn. I'll need your bloody voice on here.
You make up the most amazing stories.
Yeah. Okay.
You really do.
All right.
You're so talented.
Oh, yeah. 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 I need Sherilyn to call in, and when she does, we'll discuss that. In the meantime, let's talk about this. We were talking at the table about stuff, and Sherilyn and I are laughing our asses off. Tell me we were hysterical
You
laughing.
guys, tears.
We had a blast.
Tears.
And then you turned around and said, hey, can we talk about the cruise? And I said, the cruise? Yeah, the cruise that we're going on in February. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about plans and where we want to go and what we want? I said, yeah. So Sherilyn and I started talking about it. And in the middle of us talking, and Jed's paying attention because he's like, all right, I need to know how much it's going to cost and what we're doing and da-da-da-da. Right in the middle of the conversation, you said, Jed, come here, I got to show you something. You leave the room with Jed while we're talking about something that you asked to talk about.
I love Jed.
And then you come back with this envelope filled with comics. And while we're talking, you're showing Jed these comics like you're not even involved in this conversation that you asked to have. And then at the end, when we got pissed at you and said, Are you listening? You say, oh, I'm hearing everything. What are you hearing? You told us everything you heard that we said, but we said none of that. We said none of it. We talked about something totally different, and you were on this totally different plan of cruise, and we were like, what are you talking about? That's not even what we said.
You know why? Because you guys will start talking about, oh, well, Carnival leaves out of Manhattan. Oh, my God, have you seen the sale at Bob's
That's
Discount
not
Furniture?
True. That's a
Oh,
lot.
my God.
Sherilyn,
Have
I
you had
really
your
need
nails-
you to call in on
Have
this
you
one.
had your nails done at this particular
No,
nail
that's
salon?
not true.
Oh, my
we
God.
we were talking about the different ports. We were talking about flying to Florida versus leaving from New York, what the rate differences would be. We were talking about the islands that we wanted to go to. We were talking about everything cruise. And
Sherilyn's not
you-
calling me right now because she knows you're making all this shit up.
No, bull. Bull. Call her. Call her.
Don't point at me. That's
Call her. I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing at the phone. Call her right now. I'll call her and I'll tell her to call you because you're full of it. No.
rude. She's not going to answer.
Yes, she will.
No, she's not.
Oh, yes, she will.
She doesn't have any idea what you're talking about either.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bull. Yeah.
Boy, we had some good laughs.
We
though.
did have some good laughs. We did, but I wanted the viewers to know
I
just
got
how
bored with it.
you got bored with the plans on what to do.
I know what the plans are.
What are the plans?
We're flying out of Southwest. We're flying to L.A. and we're taking the Season of the Seas ship out of
Not even close.
San Francisco.
No.
See,
That's
she won't answer.
You pick something to talk about. I'm calling her.
Oh God!
I am
Oh,
calling
you-
her
and you-
right now.
And you think she's going to answer
Oh, yeah.
because
Sure.
you're calling her?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just called her. She won't answer.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Whatever.
Go ahead. You talk about something else.
It's such a nice time that night.
That was a wonderful time.
It really did.
She's probably in the shower.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. And listening to us.
Yeah. And not calling in.
Crystal says, I so want to be on the air on Thursdays. This is what Crystal wrote.
So come on the air, Crystal.
I so want to just be on air on a Thursday. And then she writes, with G.
Yeah. Crystal and I are becoming
about-
fast friends.
Me.
How about I sit in your seat and Crystal sit here and we just pick on
She
you?
doesn't say I want to be on the air with JD.
No.
God.
She's not picking up. I'm going to yell at her later.
By the way, Crystal was just up here visiting for a couple of weeks. This is home for her.
Right.
And once again, I didn't see her. So I'm disgusted with myself. Crystal, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Crystal, call in. You can
Oh,
call
no.
in.
Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, I mean, she can. Of course. Anyone can.
Yeah.
Just hit me up on Messenger.
Yeah.
Call in anytime you want.
Yeah.
See, so Sherilyn won't answer you either, huh?
She's probably in the shower because that's not like her when I call. She told me she'd rather answer a call from me than from you.
I'm not even the least bit surprised by that.
I'm telling you, we're going to have an awesome time on Monday.
Yes.
I have some really cool plans. She and I are going to go first. You said, you guys are going to go get your nails done. No. First of all, we're going to the nursery in Essex.
Mhm.
And we're going to look around there, and they have the most amazing collection of gnomes. And I'm a huge gnome buff.
Yeah.
Like on my front yard, on the doorstep, inside the house, gnomes everywhere. I'm just a gnome junkie. And for those of you who say, oh, gnomes are creepy, or I don't like gnomes, shut up. I like gnomes.
I remember you said to me one time, JD, do you know one of the reasons why I like you?
Because you look like a gnome. Yes, if I put that hat on you and a little beard on you, you'd be hysterical. We should actually dress you up for Halloween as a gnome. Actually, a female gnome, because that'd be even funnier. But anyway, so we're going to go to that nursery, and then after we go to that nursery, she and I are going to go to Bob's Discount Furniture because they just came in Williston.
Yeah.
So we're going to go there and just walk around because we can and look at all the furniture and see how discounted are they. And we're going to take notes so that I can come on the air and tell you, are they discounted? Plus, I'm looking for some nice recliners for our living room. And then we're even going to stop and get
so bad for the guy that's working there.
I do too.
So bad.
They don't haggle prices, though. Because I looked that up, and they don't like to haggle. But clearly they haven't met me yet.
Becky says she lives in Essex. She wants to know where.
Where's Bob's?
Yeah.
You know where the old Christmas tree store was next to Best Buy? It's right there now.
Okay.
So I'm going to check it out. Becky, if you want to meet me there, we're going Monday. Just send me a private message and we'll set up a time and then I can finally meet you.
Oh, God.
So that's that. And then we're going to go get a cappuccino and maybe a little snack. Who knows? Maybe a scone or something like that. And hopefully Lily can come so we can even get some ice cream for Lily. So we're going to make a day out of just going out, just getting out of the house and doing something fun.
Good.
Yeah, that's our plan.
It's what you should do.
Yeah, that's our plan. It's just going to be a friend's day out. I'd say girls' day out, but I don't want to offend those who find that offensive, So it's going to be a friend's day out.
All right.
Hey, is Glenn on?
Glenn's not.
He doesn't like coming on with me anymore.
I don't know.
I think he hates me.
I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Could be the blue shirt. I don't know.
You know what? Next time I'll wear wild just for you, JD.
I think we've got her. Sherilyn.
Is everything okay?
Sherilyn, are you there?
I am. I was in the shower. What's going on?
I said she was in the shower. See? Sherilyn, listen. Your husband says that he denies adamantly the things that I'm saying about what happened on the weekend when we got together. He's denying all of it. I need you to back me up on this.
He's making up some story about earplugs stuck in my armpit hair.
God.
Please tell them that I wasn't making that up.
You are not making that up, and that has happened multiple times.
Multiple.
And that's multiple times.
The earwax armpit story.
Yes.
Right?
I cannot believe you're talking about that, first of all.
I told you I was going to talk about everything that I took notes on, remember?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We even talked about TT, the Tonka toy boy. Did that not happen?
That did happen.
And then he said he heard the whole conversation about the cruise.
Oh, yeah, no. Yep.
What did he do after Shirley, after he asked, can we talk about the cruise, what did he do while we were talking about it?
He got up with Jed and left.
And came back with what?
Nothing.
No, comics.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Remember? He was talking about comics, and then he said, I heard everything, and he repeated it. And did he repeat one thing of fact?
No, not at all.
Thank you. Yet he's telling me that I'm making the whole story up.
We're flying out of We're flying out of Southwest, out of Bradley, straight shot to San Francisco, and then
you know what? G and I are seriously considering not even fucking taking you.
It's
just going to be him and I.
Why don't we leave the boys home?
You don't even deserve to come now because you didn't even bother to listen.
First of all,
Jed didn't listen either, so I think that just you, me, and Lily should go.
Jed and I know.
Absolutely.
Jed and I know that any suggestions or opinions that we have aren't going to matter.
That's fact.
That is fact. You guys don't give a damn what we think.
No, we're going to do it our way anyway.
Correct. So we just want to go along for the ride. We have more important things to talk about with going out, what's going on out in my barn.
No, you were talking about comic books.
And comic books.
First of all, we were talking about, I don't know how we started talking about Iron Man and stuff like that, who you have no idea who that is.
Right.
You don't know any of the Marvel characters. You won't even sit down and watch a movie with me about it.
Right.
But you take Jed, when we're in the middle of having a conversation, out to the barn for 20 minutes to find an envelope that has comic books.
What's in 20
about
minutes? It
people
was
you don't
15.
even know who they are.
Forget the fact
You don't
that
know
he.
who they are.
Remember when he pushed his chair out to get up and the
Oh,
chair was
my
across
God.
the frickin' room?
Oh my God.
His
And
legs
we-
aren't that long.
His legs are not that long to be going 15 feet across the room.
Well, Sherilyn,
You
I
got a
told
glimpse
everybody
into
what
my
we're
life.
doing. I told everybody what we're doing on Monday. Did you hear it?
I didn't because I was in the
We're
fucking
gonna,
shower.
we're gonna go out for cappuccino, then
No,
we're gonna go
we're
to
gonna
Bob's
go-
Furniture,
No,
then
we're
get
gonna
our
go
nails
first.
done. and then
Shut
we're
up.
gonna
We're
get-
not getting our nails done, you moron.
No.
We're going to go to this nursery in Essex that has a whole selection of gnomes and stuff. And then from
Yeah.
there, we're going to go to Bob's and we're going to peruse Bob's and we're going to take notes to see if they're really
If they're
discounted like
actually
they say.
discounted. Yep.
And then
Yep.
we're going to go get cappuccino and maybe a scone or something.
Yep.
And
Little
we're going to
snack.
take
Yep.
Lily. Maybe she wants to get ice cream or something.
I gotta tell you, Lily is really fun to hang out with.
Yeah. Well, we're going to
She
make
is
a
a
day
good
of it.
time.
We're going to make a friend's day out of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I'm going to drive so you can relax and just enjoy, and we can laugh our asses off at,
Yeah.
at our stupid men.
And
Yep.
and I'm gonna get together with Jed. We're gonna go fishing.
Go for it.
We're gonna burp and fart
Have
and
at it.
cuss.
Babe, who's gonna tie your hook when I'm not there?
Ah!
Oh wait, no, you go with Jed? Okay, yeah, you'll be fine.
Jed, could you tie this? Jed, could you catch the fish for me?
We're
Who's gonna
taking
put the worm on because it's too scary for you?
we're taking we're taking such a deep dive into our extreme personal lives here this morning. I mean, this is some really serious private stuff.
No, it's not.
Well,
The earplugs in the armpits, that's pretty personal.
That's not
I'm
personal.
surprised,
That's
honestly, You haven't
hysterical.
woken up with them in your nether regions, honestly. I mean, that would be a good time. That would be a good time.
Well, thank you very much for backing up my story because JD was telling everybody that I was making this stuff up and that I'm an awesome storyteller.
yeah. Well,
Anytime those words come out of JD's mouth, you're making this up.
You
It
know
is 100% legit.
you know what she does to me?
That you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's the one. Yeah, no. That means the story's legit when he says you're making it up.
Yep.
You know what she does to me? She takes pictures of me when she gets up on a Saturday or Sunday morning earlier than me.
Yeah.
She takes pictures of me naked in
Yeah.
the bed
Yeah.
with my ass hanging out of the bed sheets.
Do you do
with,
that?
with the cat sleeping in between my legs?
Do
With,
you do that?
with my CPAP on and my earplugs and like she'll take these pictures of me.
Ooh, blackmail pictures.
Stop it. It's hilarious.
I want to see some of those when we get together.
Jeez.
I'm not even going to say what the caption is of those pictures. I'm not.
Are you going to
can't.
show
I'm
them to
not-
me?
Yeah, and I'll tell you the caption, but I'm not.
That's
Like,
awesome.
I am sound asleep. Okay?
My favorite is when you wear the underwear with the hole in it.
Go ahead, Geraldine. Go ahead.
I cannot. I am a lady. I will not.
Well, then you tell me and I'll put it on the air next time.
I will.
Anyone who's a guy who's listening this morning has underwear with holes.
Not true. Not true. My
You
husband
know,
doesn't.
It is true.
No,
not
my husband
true.
doesn't have one because when I fold that laundry, if I see a hole in his shirt or in his underwear or in his
Yes.
shorts, garbage. And then I go out and buy him new ones.
Okay.
I don't have a holy underwear. Let me tell you something. You know the meme where it has the women, you might not know this. It's got the women who, when you sleep in a tank top, that you wake up and your left tit is downstairs
Yes.
making breakfast.
Yes.
That is JD's left nut.
Oh my God, we're gonna have so much fun on Monday.
Yep. When he wears his holy underwear.
This is off the rails. This is like, listen, when the hole gets big enough.
Oh, it doesn't need to be that big, honey.
What? What did you just say?
It doesn't need to be that big.
Just the size of a pea.
hole. It's like an octopus.
Oh my God, we are gonna have so much fun on Monday.
Woo. I was just going to say, when the hole gets that big, then it's time to throw him away.
No. It's like when Jed has a hole in the armpit of his shirt. When I see his hair of his armpit coming out, it's going in the garbage.
Oh my God.
Oh.
See, Sherilyn, how I made you laugh.
Oh my God.
Sherilyn, while we have you on the line, we have a dilemma here. Usually we take the dilemma and we always send it to G for his, frankly, professional advice. But we'd love to bring you in now that we've got you on the line, if that's okay.
All right.
All right.
Got a text message. Got a text message from someone that I know very, very well who begged me not to reveal their name on the air, which, of course, I'm not going to. I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Complaining about a coworker who reheats their dinner from the night before in the office microwave. And apparently has been very upset with not only the smell that's in the break room, but also that it's permeating out into the office.
Yeah, well, that can be nasty. Yeah. Okay.
So, broccoli,
Blech.
seafood,
Yum.
It's pretty rough.
hard-boiled eggs.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
stinky feet.
And, of course, fish.
Oh, no.
And, frankly,
Now,
anything that's, seafood, fettuccine, stuff like this. It is the rest of the day, apparently, at the office is ruined to the point where this particular individual has gone home and her husband said, "You smell like fish."
Oh, my God.
oh God.
What's going on? And she unloaded and said, my coworker keeps reheating things in the microwave. And there is some etiquette here
Yes.
that has to be practiced.
Yes.
It should be practiced when it comes to microwaving and reheating different foods. Am I right?
Sherilyn?
You're breaking up a bit. Yeah, he broke up a little bit.
There's some etiquette that should be practiced here. I don't know if she can hear me.
She's breaking up.
Yeah.
What I have to say is
Anything that comes from the sea
yeah.
is not ideal for reheating in the microwave.
Right.
Unless you're at home alone
Yes.
with all the windows open,
Yes.
even in the dead of winter.
Yes.
Right? Sherilyn, if you can hear us, jump in. We may have lost her.
It's it's breaking up pretty bad.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll do it for you. How about that?
Yeah, go ahead, G.
I personally think that if you know that coworker well enough, that you should sit them down before lunch and you should say something about it to them that, hey, some of the stuff you're making, I'm sure it tastes delicious, and I'm sure your dinner was wonderful. However, that smell, I never like to use the word but because I think but negates a compliment. When you say, I really like that shirt, but that negates. So even when I type emails and stuff, I never use the word but. So what I'll say is, I think you should say to them, I'm sure that was really yummy and it looks delicious. However, the smell tends to permeate in the office, and sometimes it gets in my clothes, and it doesn't smell good to me and to other people. So is it possible that you can not cook things like eggs or fish here because it takes over the place?
What
and
if-
if they say, screw you, it's my lunch, get over it, then you go to HR
That's what I was just going to ask you.
and you say to them, listen, here's the problem. And you professionally, not personally, professionally explain to HR that it gets on you, that it stinks up the whole office, that when you go home, your husband smells it on you, that you need to shower and this and that, and that you don't want to take away their right to have their lunch. However, it is offending other people in the office.
Yes.
But first, always talk to the coworker. I don't like when people go all the way to the top before they try to resolve, because a lot of times
all right.
things like this can be resolved in a very pleasant conversation.
No.
All right, we got
No.
Sherilyn here. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, we don't have time for that, G. This person needs to just print a freaking memo and post it next to the microwave, like they already fucking did that.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
save the hassle, just print the memo, attention all employees, blah, blah, blah.
But what if
Attention-
they still
attention-
don't listen?
Attention all employees, especially you, Janine.
But Sherilyn, what if they don't listen? What if they do it anyway?
Then the microwave goes bye-bye.
Nah, that's not
No,
gonna
that's not
happen.
fair to the other employees.
That's not going to happen.
I think I understand what you're saying, and between you and I, Sherilyn, that's probably how you and I would handle it. However, I'm trying to give a more productive approach so that they can maintain their relationship with their
Resolve
coworker.
Oh, that's probably what HR would do anyway, or it would be an email.
Right. But let them do it instead of you. But in the meantime, you and I would probably look at them and say, God, that stinks. What the hell are you eating?
I'm actually a lot nicer than
No, you're not.
you think I am. Yes,
No,
I am.
You and I are peas in a pod. What we think and what we say are two totally different things.
Well, I think that goes for most people.
Because we
But,
try to filter it before we say it. Because honestly, we'd be like, get that shit out of here. But instead, we
do
say it
try.
nicely.
You do try, and you fail.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when you get HR to post a memo.
Sherilyn, what
Yeah.
do you ask both? I want to ask both of you. Are you familiar with bloomers? This fashion trend for women right now.
bloomers.
Bloomers.
Like
They're
the
Alright,
old style
well,
bloomers?
they're basically
The that you wear on your legs.
yeah, they're shorts.
They're
Here, I'll
like,
sh-
they're
Oh,
like
not
shorts
shorts.
under the
I'll show
clothes.
you an image here on the screen right here. Yeah, they're kind of like
Well,
baggy.
that must be nice. Hope you can enjoy that.
They're kind of like baggy shorts, like really comfortable shorts that women wear.
Okay.
They're very
I want
popular.
to look.
What's, what's the question?
That women apparently are taking a lot of heat now because these
No, those aren't shorts. That's old-fashioned underwear, dude.
Right.
That's not shorts.
Yeah. Those are
Those
bloomers.
are old. That's why I was like, the things you wear on your legs, like those are old-fashioned knickers.
Right.
knickers.
They go under your clothes.
Knickerbocker glories.
Yeah.
That's what those are.
Yeah.
Does it make you? Do you think it makes you look like you're wearing a diaper?
Well, it depends what kind you get, but yeah, ultimately,
I mean,
yeah. These are supposed to be worn. They're underwear. They're supposed to be worn under skirts
Right.
primarily.
Right. Women used to wear that in the old days. They used to have their bloomers underneath their skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't wear that
you know,
outside. If they're going to do that, then I'm going to wear my boxer briefs outside,
God.
which is scary as shit.
hang on, let me read it up.
There's a full story on this now.
No.
A full story on
They're just fancy capris.
diaper shorts.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
Well, it
now,
depends
and
on
now,
who
thanks
did
to
that.
Sydney Sweeney, are the butt of the joke online. Little lad poopy pants.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is. Can you believe what's like? Really? Like
Why?
this is what we.
Why?
Why?
Shirley, why does he even look up stuff like this?
I just noticed it.
I don't know.
I just put the link there in the comments.
Oh,
This is-
thank
I
you.
think
We
you
just
should wear some.
what'd you say?
What'd you say?
I think you should wear some. He's got great legs for it.
Ah!
Telling you, guys.
That'll
know what
keep
I-
your nuts in place, babe.
There's a.
You know what I want him to dress up for Halloween, Sherilyn? We'll help him. We want him to look like a gnome.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Put the beard and a hat on him, he would look like
Oh
a
my
gnome.
God.
And we'll put him in bloomers.
I need to show you the elf picture first.
Oh.
He was an elf with candy striped tights, and let me tell you, there was nothing left to the imagination in those tights.
You could see those peanuts through that.
You could see everything. You could see Santa's sack,
Ah!
everything.
That's awesome.
Santa's sack was full.
Ah!
There's a couple in England these are real headlines this morning, who shared a photo of potato chips spread across their bed at a hotel. The husband asked the staff to put 30 bags of chips
Ew.
on the bed to surprise his wife. Why would you want to have 30 bags of potato chips on your wife's hotel bed?
Could you imagine
And
where
you
it
get
goes?
laid.
So that you can what? What did she say? She's just laughing too hard. She
So
can't even talk.
happy.
You get laid.
So you can get it laid.
And then Lay's potato chips
my
are getting
God.
laid.
Oh,
And what? When it goes up certain areas, you go and eat it?
the staff the, st-
Asshole. Nobody appreciates
The very first asshole chips.
the staff at this hotel
We're
thought
killing her.
they thought that this guy wanted the potato. He wanted the potato chips spread like rose petals. So they
Oh, God.
emptied 30 bags of potato chips
Oh,
all over the
God.
bed.
All right. First of all, I would have been like, no, because the grease stains are not coming out of that.
My
Thank
bed
you.
sheet.
God. We got a guy
Oh,
in
my God.
Texas who is suing Whataburger for $1 million, alleging that they put onions on his burger when he asked for no onions.
You can do
Wait a
that?
minute, you can sue for that?
You can
We
sue
see
for that?
millionaires. They do it to me every time.
Do you know how many
Every time
times,
I
how
say
much
no
money I'd
onions.
make?
He filed a similar lawsuit against Sonic for the exact same thing last year.
Did he win?
I don't know.
You know how many times I order things and it comes with the thing that I say don't put on it? Can I sue for that?
Apparently, you can. All you have to
You
do is
can.
say you're allergic to it, and you'll win. I mean, there's $1 million in your pocket. Right
Oh my
there.
God.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many times I've said, please don't put sour cream on it because I'm
Oh, my
allergic
God.
to sour cream, and they still put it on?
Well, sue.
Oh, wow, Shirley, we're going on our cruise for free.
Say that you're lactose intolerant or whatever. I don't know. Jesus.
Oh my God.
And then we'll sue the cruise line because they'll give us something we don't want, and then we'll be able to buy an airplane and go anywhere.
There's a nudist resort in South Carolina that is holding a 5K race.
Ooh.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Hell to the
That's
no.
No, that's got 5K, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in some pain when you are finished with that in places you didn't realize there was gonna be that kind of pain.
I
Well,
agree.
unless,
However,
you know,
I have
We're all made differently.
However,
you know.
I have no problem going
No.
to a nude beach and being nude.
Right.
That
I'm
doesn't
not
bother
saying
me at
there's
all.
anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that's gotta hurt. Like
Well,
the bike ride they do in Montpelier, that's one thing. You're kind of contained a little bit.
yeah.
Like things aren't. But running for
Contained.
3, like no.
Oh, women's
No.
boobs are gonna hurt like ever.
It's not just boobs, dude.
Yeah. Well,
You want to talk about chafing? How are you?
Chafing?
No.
oh my God,
chafing. Oh, my
Sherilyn,
God.
did you ever tell G this?
No.
Did you ever tell G the chafing story about me on the
You know,
on the
honey,
beach in Maine?
No.
You know, it's funny that a lot of times the conversations I have with G aren't all about that stuff.
G.
No, we're not even going to talk about the time we called G and Jed with the waxing situation yet.
Oh,
We're
We
not gonna
talked
talk
about that last
yet.
week.
We
Oh my God.
already talked about that last week.
And you guys were on
Okay.
speakerphone
Yeah. Never call G
during poker.
during while he's playing a game of poker and he has you on speakerphone
Everybody knew that JD was trying to be waxed.
with 15 of his friends sitting around. We went to the beach. We went to Maine
Oh no.
last summer, and I decided, you know,
Let it hang.
I'm gonna walk 300 miles to the other end of the beach.
Right.
Okay, as far as I can possibly go.
Right.
That's my
As
goal.
soon
I
as
mean,
you left,
as
I
guys,
was giggling.
we have to create goals.
Sure.
I'm going to swim across this, or I'm going to walk as far as that. I'm
Sure.
going to climb this. So I decided, after swimming,
You
of
and
course.
Lily.
What's that, Lily? What's that, Sherilyn?
It was you and Lily.
Yeah, it
'cause-
was
yeah,
Lily
you
and I.
took Lily.
That we were going to have this goal of walking 300 miles to the end of the beach.
Right.
So we did. We went through this beach. We passed into the next beach. We went past the private beach. We went past the boardwalk. We went all the way, like, far.
Right.
Gee, I'm
Right. No,
like
I think everybody gets that.
miles.
Yep.
And then he had to come back.
I get
Did he
all.
call you and ask you to
That
pick him
wasn't
up?
So bad.
I didn't
No.
have my cell phone.
Ah!
I
I wouldn't have anyway.
It'd be like you got into this mess. You get out of
I
it.
got all the way.
Yeah.
I got all the way to the end of the beach,
Right.
and all of a sudden, I'm like, "Uh-oh, I got some pain going on here,"
Mm-hmm.
and I was chafing, and I was chafing bad.
Uh-huh.
And anyone knows that once you start chafing,
It's
it gets bad real fast.
and it keeps getting worse.
Worse.
Yep.
Oh my God!
So
buddy.
Lily comes back.
I
okay.
sent my daughter.
They've been gone for a long time, and I was already saying this is not a good idea when he left.
Right.
Lily came back, and I'm like, "Where's Daddy?" And she's like, "Oh, he's coming." I'm like, "But where is he? Because I can't see him right now." And he wears this big, wide-brimmed white hat when he's on the beach.
Oh my
He's
God,
pretty
that's gotta be
noticeable.
funny.
And
I'm
a- and a-
looking
and a
for this
Speedo.
hat. I'm looking for this hat. And for as far as the eye can see, and I cannot see it.
We're talking borderline sombrero.
Got it.
Gotta keep the sun off the shoulders, G.
It took him
Hours.
45 minutes to get back to us. And by the time when I spotted him waddling up
Waddling.
the shore,
It's like a
I
goddamn
was like,
penguin.
"Oh, I am in for a bad night." Not him, me. I am in for a bad night.
Yeah, because you
tonight.
got to hear the whining.
I got to hear it.
You got to
Mhm.
see it.
It was so bad. I had to walk with my legs spread.
I was trying to get him to go back into the ocean, and he wouldn't do it. I would
Oh,
have
God,
fixed it,
no.
but he didn't.
Well, you
Oh,
should have
yeah.
gotten to the ocean when you felt the chafing starting, because that would have helped.
Should have swam back.
Yeah,
Being pummeled by the waves.
pummeled.
I seriously, I'm not kidding. Seriously considered trying to make it up the beach through someone's private property to the road so that I could thumb a lift back. Serious, man. I was in that much pain. It was so bad, buddy. It was halfway down my
And you'll do
thighs.
it again. You've done it before, and you'll do it again. And next time we go to the beach, it's going to happen again. And yep, insanity.
There's always a
Definition
story,
of
buddy.
insanity.
Well, he's always. Just remember, he's your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And aren't
Yep.
you
I'm so lucky.
so lucky?
You're blessed, girl. You're blessed.
Oh,
You have a hobbit gnome living with you that chafes when he walks. That's awesome.
Oh my God.